everybody, I'm Joey Evans, and today I'm taking a look at Heroscape, Age of Annihilation. Battle for the Wellspring expansion here. Now, I am new to Heroscape. I know Tom reviews these a lot on the channel, and I have just, for the first time, played it recently. I did not grow up with Heroscape, so this was actually my first foray into Heroscape, which is pretty impressive, right? So I'm not going to go really into a full review of Heroscape. I'm going to talk about this expansion. Since then, I've played a couple more, but I'm going to talk about this and what is new in this. And again, I'm not going to teach Heroscape. That's elsewhere here on the channel. You can learn that. But before I go into what I thought about what is in this box, let's first see how it's played and what's in it. Okay, let's take a look to see what comes in the box. You've got a couple more things of terrain. I always love some terrain. You've got, these are going to be character specific. You also have more order markers, and you've got your dice. Then, that's just what comes underneath this. All right, so again, you've got a lot of terrain. You've got the singles, you've got the larger squares, and then you've got the 3 squares here. You're also going to have some Wellspring water, which I know was in other, you also have some water down here as well. Get it? But then the Wellspring water works a little bit different. Sometimes you roll a d20 and it can be good or bad what happens when you get onto Wellspring water, and there's also scenarios that do use that as well. Then you've also got these jungle trees here, and the jungle trees are going to be on the board just like that. They look really good on there, and they also provide cover against ranged attacks. Then it does come with a glyph tile. This is more scenario specific. Okay, so now let's get to the fun part. Let's get to the different minis that come in here. Okay, you've got, first off, you've got Revna Killian Vane III. This guy right here is really good. He's all figures adjacent to the figure targeted by the special attack are also affected. So kind of a ranged attack there that he's got. All right, then over here, you have got this figure right here, Fia Bonnie. Fia Bonnie, the Void Siren. She's going to start with 3 black powder markers, which were right over here. And that's going to, then you may remove one of those, and you can add 4 to her range value, so she shoots further. The big thing about her here is a Master of Disguise. First time each turn that she's targeted by a squad figure with a normal attack or special attack, you roll a 20-sided die, and a 13 or above, she can't be targeted again by that attack or any other attack during the turn. So she kind of disappears in there. She also has a disengage, where she's never attacked when leaving an engagement, which is pretty nice. Then you've got, this is a tough one, Utgar Bach Bernard. Take a look at this mini right here. Oh, let's see here. Get a focus. Can we focus on it? Oh, there we go, right there. All right, so right here, this one, what I like, this is the Intimidate. So the Intimidate right here works. You reduce the defense value by 1 when you're attacked, by a captain or a pirate you control, which is pretty cool. So pretty much they're just too intimidated, and they drop one of those defense die. And then Swashbuckler here, and also the Cutlass. This one can also hit an adjacent person with a normal attack. So now let's get to, this is the one that I really, really enjoy. Awashia, Master of Tides. This command familiar. This is what's nice. Here's the mini on this, which is really cool. Now, the command familiar, every time you place the order marker on here, before you're taking this turn, you can also take a turn with a small or medium beast you control, meaning these other ones right here, because this is a small and this is a small. So by placing an order marker right over here, I then get to attack with the other people as well, which is incredible. Then you've got, they also create water, which is why there's water in there. You can drop those water tiles. Why is that important? Well, water enables Awashia to do the Twister special attack, which hits in a straight line. So you can kind of try to line people up and kind of knock them all down like that. And also, Awashia doesn't have to stop movement when entering a water space. And you also get more defense if you're in water. Yet another reason to drop that water everywhere. Now, as far as our familiars are pretty straightforward. Kita right here, the Spring Runner. Kita's pretty cool because it's like an apparition. You have to be within 2 spaces to even attack Kita, which is nice. And the Phantom Walk, it also can move through all other figures, and again, isn't attacked when leaving an engagement. So you can just kind of walk through and walk freely through the board. That's Kita. And then you have got the Owl, Oshna the Welkanai. Here we go. A Sonic Blast, which is cool. You can actually do that twice. You may attack one additional time with Sonic Blast attack. And it does have flying. So both of these familiars right here give you great movement across the board, and they are controlled right here by Owashia, which is pretty nice to be able to move everybody across the board and get that synergy going. So those are the heroes that are in this set. Okay, so that is pretty much what is in the box. Really, the heroes are the big thing that I go for. I mean, having more train tiles is great as you build. First of all, that was one of my favorite things by Heroscape. You longtime Heroscapers are like, I love it. It's always been great. For me, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool building those up. For this, the jungle trees, I love the cover that adds. There's so much strategy in putting those out there because that does give you more defense against range combat. And now these particular heroes, and first let me talk about the captains, and I'll go through the other ones too. The captains I like, each one is so different, but they do have this synergy on working together. If I had to say pick one team versus the other one, the captains are the more difficult one. The first time I played this, I was against somebody who was seasoned, and yet I still won with the other ones, with the familiars and things. Because the captains, they're very situational. Like the guy who can intimidate, he's pretty much, you want to get him close to everybody else to kind of add that benefit to everyone. And that I love that blunderbuss that he has, which is that huge pirate gun you always see. And the fact that that has a range effect, man, that's really cool. That's what I like about this. The theme comes through. And then you've got that Bonnie, the Void Siren. I love her Master of Disguise, how if you roll well enough, just disappears. You can't even hit it. So those are very unique, but again, they have a synergy working with each other. So to get that to click off is going to be, it takes a lot of strategic positioning. Now, on the flip side of that, this was one of the most unique ones to play, Owashia, because you can pretty much place your order token on it on this same one. There's none of that like, oh, which number do I have on this person, which number here. This one, you place them all on this one because you can then fire up your familiars before you go to this every single time. So if you want to go ahead, if you can keep this alive, you keep Owashia alive, then you're going to be able to control those familiars. And these familiars have a lot of travel. You know, you've got one flying, you've got the owl that can travel across the board. So my biggest thing is I love playing with Owashia to try to get the character up in a higher spot. You can throw that water around you to kind of give you a benefit. It also gives you that weapon where you can throw what it's actually called the Twister Special Attack, right? When you drop that water and you can throw that in a straight line, which is great, again, against these captains because they need to be close together, but then because of Owashia throwing that Twister attack, they don't want to be together and in a line. So they have to balance that back and forth. Man, that's the strategy of these things that work, these types of collections that work so well. So these two groups work so well together because they're so different and the way they play. So I'm coming in at a 9 on this. I really, really love this expansion. And I'm looking forward to diving into a lot more of this. And just love Heroscape, man. I'm glad this is in my life. Where has it been my entire life? It's great. But again, out of all these, I love the captains. But you know what? Owashia, those familiars, sending them out to do your dirty work. So good, man. So good. So I'm off to play a lot more Heroscape. A lot more. All right, I'm Joey Evans, and I'll see you later on the channel.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us for that video. If you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hey, make sure you check out what's happening where I'll cover an app on an iOS or a Switch device, and you can check it out along with me. Thanks very much. You've been watching The Dice Tower.